We just got a care package from Megan and Jackson Horn, and they gave us some good stuff. Oh yeah, we're excited. All right, we are just now leaving Mazama Village at 2:30, which was not the plan. But again, nothing ever really quite goes to plan when you're through hiking. Parks got sick last night. Just weird stomach issues hit him at like 5 in the morning. Don't know why. He didn't overdo it again on food. But I let him sleep this morning, and I ended up going to the bathhouse and gave myself like a full-on spa treatment this morning because Megan and Jackson, in their care package, they gave me like face masks, a foot mask, hand mask, lotion. It was incredible. I actually felt human for the first time in a while. So I gave myself a little spa, and then I went to the restaurant, which is right behind me, and had breakfast, and I was able to upload a video and did some updates on social media, which was nice. And now we're heading out. It's supposed to be really dry on the trail today, so I'm not really sure how many miles we're gonna do. We're gonna kind of plan our day around water, and I know there's water in like 5 miles, and then we'll reassess once we get there. So we just had to bushwhack here about, I don't know, a quarter of a mile because there's no water anywhere. And either we can load our packs up with a bunch of water and dry camp tonight, or we can just camp here. And I think we're just gonna camp here because I was planning on doing a Nero today anyways. I was hoping to do a couple more miles than just like 5 today, but it's okay because Parks isn't feeling great, and ever since I fell last week or a week and a half ago off the trail and like tweaked my knee, my left knee is just not doing well. Good morning. We are leaving camp now. We literally have to navigate through the woods to find the trail again because we had to bushwhack in order to get to this pond right here. We've got a 15-mile stretch today without water, so our packs are pretty heavy. And yesterday my knees didn't do great, and I definitely cried about it last night. It's just very triggering. It's very triggering and discouraging that the fact that I'm over 800 miles into this trail and I'm still prone to overuse injuries is really stupid, in my opinion. But I really stretched and massaged and did a lot of self-care last night since we got to camp so early, and I'm really hoping that I will feel a difference today. We are walking through another burn area. I thought they were gone. I thought we were done with them, but I think there might be a couple more. And the smoke is rolling in again, which honestly, I'm just so grateful we got to experience Crater Lake smoke-free yesterday because that was really lucky. We have water! Yay! And we have huckleberries again! Oh yeah, baby. This is what I live for. So Parks and I were just reflecting on our old lives, which was when we were living the American dream in Nashville and we got a house and we were both working good jobs and we were climbing up the corporate ladder, but we just felt so unfulfilled. I felt like we both had this deep desire to just live a more adventurous life before we settled down. And so 5 years ago, we made the decision that we were going to hike this trail. And this trail, even though it has failed so many times, because the first year we tried to hike was the year COVID happened and they shut the trail down, and then 2 years ago I made it maybe a month in and had a knee injury, and now we're out here. And this trail, just the decision to hike this trail, has led us to live such an incredible life. And it took a lot of failures. It took a lot of sacrifice. It took a lot of disappointing parents. And the fact that now they are our biggest cheerleaders and we have so much support, and people just are looking at us like we're a little less crazy and more like, maybe they're onto something. It's been smoky, but it's pretty. Just made it to camp. Look at that sun. There's so much smoke in the air. It's so red. I don't know if you can tell. How many miles did we do today?
I think we did 24.
Woohoo! 24! And my knee did pretty good, so I'm so happy. Here's some trail lingo for you guys. We call this a yard sale when there's just crap everywhere. That is not smoke. That is fog. And it's raining. I guess we're just gonna have to stay in bed all day. Look at that. Crazy. You can literally see it like blowing past us. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but it's cold. There's a little saying that we say in the mornings. Be bold, start cold. I really wish I was wearing my coat right now. It's pretty freaking cold. But I know as soon as I start hiking, like 5 minutes later, I'm gonna get hot, and then you have to stop, then you have to open your pack, and then you have to put your coat away. So it's best just to start with minimal layers. Be bold, start cold. Battle wound. Wait, no. What are you using? A pine needles? Okay, yeah, do it. I just don't want it in my socks. That blowdown got me over there. This is the fattest chipmunk I've ever seen. You probably are the type of chipmunk that gets into people's food bags while they're getting water. That's exactly what you're doing. You little fatty. I'm not giving you nothing. This is the first day where I feel like fall is here. Also, this is what our view has been all day. People say this is tree jail. I don't know. I feel like after living in North Carolina, you really appreciate walking through the woods. I love it. So we are about 2 miles away from the road that leads to Fish Lake Resort, which is where we're trying to eat dinner tonight and recharge our phones, and then hopefully getting back out on the trail. It is a 2-mile walk if we can't get a hitch, and worst case scenario, they do have free camping there as well for PCT hikers. But I don't want to get vortexed, and I'd really like to get back out on the trail tonight. And even if it's just like camping right next to the road, at least we're there so that the temptation is not there, so that we'll just leave in the morning and do some miles versus getting sucked into eating breakfast there or something. Happens every time. But yeah, I'm really hoping we could get a ride, but a lot of people struggle with it.
Hey to everyone out there, just wanted to say we're at Fish Lake Resort, which if you don't know what that means, you probably don't. That means we're about to eat though. It's open. Let's go.
Fish Lake. All right, our tummies are full of burgers and milkshakes and pie and ice cream and french fries and salad.
Double milkshake.
We ate a lot, and now this 2-mile road walk is going to be really fun.
We're gonna get a guy named Lenny, pick us up, take us back to his little trailer. We're gonna have a good night's sleep and be back on the trail tomorrow.
I hope that's not what happens. Made it to camp. We ended up hitching a ride with our waitress at the restaurant. She had just gotten off work and ended up giving us a ride for that last mile, which I'm so grateful for. I am having a hard time. I'm so grateful I'm out here with parks, but there's still just a level of loneliness out here when I just feel like I'm constantly just not able to keep up with anyone. And I guess I am accepting the fact that a lot of the times it might just be Parks and I out here, and I guess it just that really wasn't a part of my expectations. I just miss, I miss my family and I miss my friends, and I'm really grateful for all the friendships and the people I've met out here so far. But it sucks when you just see yourself camping alone for a while, It could be lonely. It's 8 o'clock and I'm still in bed, and I am not mad about it. I was up at 4, couldn't go back to sleep. The highway traffic is so loud, kept waking me up, and I just couldn't go back to sleep after that. So finally I fell back asleep at 6, and I'm still in bed, and it's fine. I don't care. We're back to hiking on lava rocks again. It's been on and off for the last few miles, and apparently it's gonna continue to come back for like the next 5, so that's fun. I'm feeling better today after sleeping in. It's one of those days where you just can't get out of bed, and I'm not gonna be sorry for it. I had a rough night, but I think I was just upset because we got to Fish Lake Resort, and once again, there's like no one there. And sometimes these experiences would be a lot more fun with a group of people. And I love socializing with parks, but I'm the type who needs other people too sometimes, And it's just been hard for me. And it makes me homesick. It makes me miss my friends, my family. It can still be lonely out here, even though I'm with parks. Check out this lunch spot. We got water right there. We have this cool little shelter. I haven't gone in yet. We have a picnic table, which you don't understand how amazing it is when you actually get to sit down. Ooh! The only place where you're allowed to have a fire. And got a bunch of random stuff here. More cows. It has a bunch of grass hanging out of its mouth. So tonight is a full moon, and I've been wanting to do this for a while, and I think it's gonna happen tonight. We're gonna do a full moon hike. We're watching the moon rise. This is so cool. I know this looks hella creepy, but we're very excited to eat dinner here. All right, it's 10 o'clock. We're back at it after having a great little dinner break. Our goal is 6 miles to make it a 30-mile day, but we might do a little more than that. We'll see. The moon is so bright, I don't even have a headlamp on to road walk right now. Check out this guy. Wow. He's a big boy. We don't usually see these in the daytime. It's 1 in the morning and we freaking did it!
31. 31.
Full moon hike, 30-mile day. We finally did it. Actually 31. Oh, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna go to bed now. Good morning. It is 10 o'clock and we are now heading back on the trail. There's actually a barbecue place that everybody says is super, super hiker friendly. And it actually, if we walk to it, it actually ends up shaving off a couple miles of the trail. So we're gonna do it and eat some brunch. And then I think it's like 19 miles total for the day until we get to the road to get into Ashland. There's a fire closure from the Oregon-California border up to Etna, which is about 94 miles. So technically we could tag the border, but then the trail is closed after that. And the logistics are just going to be really complicated if we try and figure out a way to tag the border. So we might just have to skip that section too once we get to Ashland, which is a bummer because everyone wants to tag the border.
All right, here we are. We're at the 66 Smokehouse. We've heard this is some really good food. Doesn't really matter if it was the worst food in the world. I would still enjoy it, and I'd be very happy. Let's go.
I ordered the PCT burger and coffee, and this is just round 1. They literally gave Parks the remote, and he just has full reign over what we get to watch. So I've been sent out here to get a hitch because girls are notorious to find hitches a lot easier than guys are. Our friend Indy just showed up. We've literally been hanging out in there for hours, just watching movies and eating food. And we decided that we're going to probably just go into Ashland today and take a 0 because the temperature is supposed to drop significantly tonight. And so we're like, might as well. You know, we haven't had a 0 in 2 weeks, so we're ready. It's well due. We hiked a 30 yesterday. Didn't go to bed until 2 in the morning. We also found out that the trail reopened, so we're going to be able to tag the border and then past Side Valley in California to Etna. That section is still closed, so we'll have to jump that section, and I think it's like 30 or 40 miles. So it's very exciting. We're going to get to tag the border. We're going to get to 0 tomorrow. I just have to find a ride first, and I haven't seen any cars at all. Well, I've stood out here, and it's been about 15 minutes.
It's a good spot for that.
So that's shopping cart.
Date night. Being fancy. Getting some new shoesies. I got 1,000 miles on my other one. I'm pretty happy with that. So hopefully these will do well. Got some new shoes. They also gave us like 15% off for being PCT hikers, which is awesome. I ended up going with a different color because I'm tired of looking at the same thing every day. So I'm very excited. Walking around downtown Ashland. Very happy to not be hiking today because, as you can see, it's raining. I am literally living my best life right now. Harry Potter happened to be on. We just ordered crumble cookies, literally delivered it to our door. This is the best night of my life.
Good life.
Good morning. I don't look so good right now because I got so sick last night. At like 2 in the morning, I got hit with a hot flash like crazy. I've never had this happen to me before. where I like wake up and it literally feels like my body's on fire. And then I rip the covers off and I lay there for a second and then I'm like, oh, I've got to throw up right now. And I ran to the toilet, vomited profusely, and then felt better. And I think it was just like my body's just not used to eating this kind of food. And I ate like a bunch of different stuff. I had pad thai, then I had cookies, and then I had pop. And then my whole body rejected everything. So Parks just asked if we could do late checkout so I could stay in bed a little longer. I feel fine now. I'm just tired and slightly queasy every time I think about eating. But we're supposed to go back out on the trail. I think I should be able to do it. I'm gonna stay in bed for a few more hours and get some rest, and then hopefully I'll feel good enough to head back out there. But that was a fun night. So we were literally walking down the street and we were just going to walk like a mile to this coffee shop, and I was not feeling it just because I'm still kind of queasy and out of it. And this guy was like, hey, are you PCT hikers? And we're like, yeah. And then he's like, I'll give you a ride wherever you want to go. And he's like, actually, I know where to take you. And he took us to this Brazilian bakery. We just got the best hitch. This girl, I literally stuck my thumb out. First car that drove by me, I could see she looks like a pretty cool girl about my age. And she pulls over immediately. And she was so freaking cool. She's a wildland firefighter, or she was. And then when she quit doing that, she started working on trails and was part of a trail crew. Now she's starting her own business. She's just so freaking cool, and I meet the coolest people. And all you have to do is stick out your thumb sometimes. It is so pretty. Feels like fall. It is so cold right now. This is by far the coldest night we've had so far. Like, we are bundled right now. Check it out.
We're from North Carolina. And
Woo! Well, that was a great start to our last day in Oregon. It is so beautiful out right now. It's like a very crisp fall morning. It's great. I'm loving it. Hung out with Ben and Sally, the best trail angels. They're the ones that stocked those coolers up with soda, and we just hung out with them for like 30 minutes just talking. He actually ran in a Sasquatch on this trail, apparently. This section right here, like 12, 15 years ago. And he told the story, and it's officially made me a believer, so that's fun. Sasquatch is in these woods somewhere. But we're getting close to the border. I think we're like maybe 13, 14 miles away right now. Looks like we might have some rain way over there, and the wind's blowing our way, so I think it might hit us. I hope not. For the second time, third time, I've had to actually take my rain jacket out and use it on the trail. Hopefully it's just a passing rainstorm. Woo! Last border crossing.
last state.
Woo! Oregon's done. Ow! Gosh, what is this rabbit doing? Hey, bud. Hi. What the heck? Hey, he's eating your bag. And this is camp for our first night in California. There's literally a shelter here. I think we're gonna stay inside it. Here's our view. We've got cows. And it just started raining, and I'm so thankful that we actually have a roof over our heads tonight. Couldn't have timed this more perfect. The rain just started. We're in the inside of this incredible cabin. This is home for the night. This cabin has a lot of history, and the Offenbacher family has maintained this cabin for years because this cabin has been used for years by this family. And so they've got all this history, and they keep cots in here for us and chairs. I mean, this is perfect. There's definitely going to be some mice in here, though.
Mugged by a cow.
Oh, this cow looks pissed. He's like, what are you doing on my lawn? Get off my property.
Go jump on it. But if it's like 2 weeks, I'll be like, okay.
My gosh.
Yeah, same. I mean, last time I slept in a bed was in a hiker's hut like